XRP holders, this billionaire's shocking advice has stirred up the entire crypto world, and it might change how you think about your financial future. Let's break down what's really going on in the market and what it could mean for XRP. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP future. So be sure to stay focused, as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. Please remember, this is not a financial advice video. Today, we're diving deep into the current crypto landscape, including the behavior of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, as well as a surprising new proposal in the US that might change how the next generation interacts with investing. Stick around, because some of what we'll cover is not just eye-opening, it's potentially life-altering. Let's start with where XRP currently stands. Right now, it's hovering around 220, down slightly by 0.5%. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is trading at approximately $108,000 and Ethereum at just above $2,500. The market appears to be holding relatively steady today, especially after some turbulence caused by a massive Bitcoin transaction last night. That movement triggered a minor wave of panic, but nothing that suggests a long-term trend. This kind of behavior isn't unusual for early July, especially just after a major US holiday like Independence Day. The markets tend to quiet down, and with low liquidity and reduced trading activity over the weekend, it's normal to see these kinds of fluctuations. In fact, many big investors stay on the sidelines during this time, which can allow algorithms to trigger sell-offs, push prices down briefly, and then scoop up assets at lower prices. That said, these quiet weekends can be misleading. There's nothing in the charts right now that suggests a major collapse or surge. The pullbacks we're seeing are more about routine market motion than any serious threat to value. But as always, this isn't financial advice. Never rely solely on what someone else says, including me. Always do your own research and be cautious before making any investment decisions. Now, on to something that could have long-term effects on the economy and, indirectly, the crypto market. A new proposal in the U.S. dubbed the Invest America Act has cleared Congress. If passed into law, every newborn child in the United States would receive a $1,000 investment account tied to the S&P 500 index. While this sounds futuristic, there are precedents. In countries like Israel, for example, the government already contributes a small amount monthly into children's savings accounts that can be accessed at age 18. These accounts grow over time through investments, often in stocks or bonds. Imagine if this same model were applied in the US but enhanced, where families could match the funds or perhaps even contribute crypto assets like XRP or Bitcoin ETFs into the mix. The ripple effect of this change could be huge. Not only does it offer future generations a financial head start, but it also might normalize long-term investing from a young age. And if any of that money eventually finds its way into crypto, the overall market could see serious growth in the coming decades. But let's go back to the present. The altcoin market is showing some interesting patterns. It recently formed a higher low after bouncing back from a previous dip. If we're able to push past certain resistance levels, specifically the highs seen earlier this year, there's potential for the market structure to turn bullish again for altcoins, including XRP. These indicators, while not guarantees, suggest that something big might be on the horizon if key thresholds are broken. Now let's get to the heart of today's buzz, a statement from a billionaire that left many people stunned. In a recent clip circulating online, this wealthy investor recommended something radical: sell your house and buy Bitcoin. He argued that Bitcoin represents the purest form of money currently available, thanks to its fixed supply, transparent ledger, and independence from traditional banking systems. His suggestion? If you consider your house an investment, you might be better off cashing it out, buying Bitcoin, and using that Bitcoin to fund your lifestyle as needed. If you don't want to sell the house, then take out a mortgage and buy Bitcoin with the borrowed funds. His core point was that unlike real estate, Bitcoin's scarcity makes it a more resilient store of value. While you can always build more houses, you can't mint more Bitcoin beyond its capped supply. Now let's be clear. This is not advice for the average person. Even the billionaire acknowledged that this strategy isn't suitable for everyone. Real estate is a familiar and relatively stable asset, and many people simply aren't equipped to handle the emotional swings of a volatile market like crypto. Taking out loans to invest in a fluctuating asset is risky business, and it could end in disaster if things don't go as planned. He's right in one regard. Some people have made fortunes by investing early in crypto. There are well-documented stories of individuals who sold property years ago to buy Bitcoin when it was cheap and became millionaires. But there are just as many tales of people who bet everything, lost it all in a downturn, and were left with neither a home nor savings. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario that requires deep knowledge, conviction, and most importantly, financial discipline. This billionaire's words reflect his own journey, someone who took risks and reaped the rewards. But that doesn't mean the same playbook will work for everyone. For most people, the security of owning a home outweighs the potential gains of a volatile investment. There's maintenance, taxes, and market cycles involved in real estate, but it's also a place to live, not just an asset on a spreadsheet. What's more interesting is the debate this has sparked. Should people prioritize living in a house they own or building wealth through investing in appreciating assets like crypto? The traditional wisdom says real estate is safe and stable. But in a rapidly changing financial landscape, especially one where digital assets are becoming more mainstream, some are beginning to reconsider. Globally, housing markets vary dramatically. In some countries, prices are skyrocketing, while in others, real estate is stagnating or even declining. In places like the US, UK, and parts of Asia, property values are hitting all-time highs, which could be unsustainable. That might make alternative investments like crypto more attractive to some, but again, not without significant risk. So, what do you think? Would you ever consider selling your house or taking a loan to buy crypto? Or does that idea sound completely outrageous? It's certainly a bold strategy and not one most people would be comfortable with. But hearing it from a billionaire forces us to at least think differently about wealth, risk, and what it means to invest in the future. To wrap up, XRP, Bitcoin, and the broader market are in a bit of a holding pattern right now. Not much has changed in the short term, but there are signals to watch, especially around upcoming resistance levels. The Invest America Act could reshape future investment culture, and the bold advice from a billionaire has reignited debates around real estate versus crypto. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos, then be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video, so that you're notified the next time we upload a video on the latest XRP and cryptocurrency news. Until the next video comes out, you can watch our other videos about XRP or other cryptocurrencies. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.